everyone, welcome back to another video, and today we're continuing on with the rest of our Endwalker playthrough, as I'm sure you could tell by the title. So we defeated Zodiark, that's the big thing that happened recently, and we were told by the Watcher that the moon is actually a vessel that can carry the people from one planet to another, and we are now speaking with the pilot and crew, who are in the forms of rabbits, tiny moon bunnies, the Loporets. So let's go on here and see what they have to say. So we just finished finding out more information about the moon, and we're ready to go. So let's see what they have to say now. A taste of the moon. With the final days fast approaching, Livingway is keen to complete her preparations.
Right then, now that you're here, we need you to teach us all you can about your people, and quickly. It won't be long before the final days are upon us in all their terrible grandeur, so it's imperative that we be prepared to receive our passengers-to-be. If there is anything at all that may displease them, it must be addressed post-haste, and address it we shall. Here at Bestway Borough, we have assembled everything required to offer our guests the best way forward. We have procured miated amenities and understand it to be essential for day-to-day living, and I wish to hear your opinions on them. I'm sure that you've all worked up an appetite, so why don't we start with foodstuffs? Meet me at the Caretorium and we will see about filling your bellies.
The Caretorium? I love the name! She does not want for enthusiasm. The notion of a theorist rotting to its core being a matter of course is rather concerning, though. Nevertheless, let's take this opportunity to learn more of the Loporets and this vessel. Yeah, I mean, it's not every day you find out that the moon can actually take you from place to place, but hey! Oh, this place is huge. It's like a miniature city in here! I know I could have taken the stairs, but why take the long way when we could just take the short way? Nothing Way? The guy's name is Nothing Way? I hate to know why. Okay, so let's have a quick look around here. Over a new location. Oh, look at this! A rainbow crystal! I love rainbow crystals! Reminds me of Eden. Okay, so this is some kind of cafeteria, I'm guessing? A very big cafeteria. And wait a minute. Are those rabbit robot thingies going to attack us? No. Yes. Why would they do that? Why would they create rabbit? Oh my god, the theme! This theme is from Final Fantasy IV! Oh my god, I love that! And we got carrots. We got carrots. Don't tell me that's all we can eat up here! Okay, what's going on? Hast thou spied the peculiar sentinels patrolling the facility? Approach them with caution, or better yet, not at all, for they make no distinction between friend or foe. Why? That's not a smart idea! Given their earlier confusion regarding our size, I cannot help but wonder if they even know the first thing about us. You know, that's a good point. Am I the only one who suspects we're not going to find anything edible whatsoever? Oh no, that's just our luck.
Welcome to the Caretorium. Here we create prototypes of the various sundries required by our soon-to-be passengers. Allow me to introduce the head of foodstuff production. Cooking Way, pleased to meet you all. Our work has involved no small amount of trial and error, but after many, many cycles of painstaking labor, I dare say we have created the finest cuisine our guests could ask for. I've learned all about the essential nutrients for the healthy and balanced diet from the reference materials we received. I practically wore out the pages from those invaluable pages. Naturally, we've also considered ease of growth and production. We will not want for ingredients. I must insist you try some. We have fresh stock recently prepared on account of, well, because we just woke up and we're all quite famished. Hop Walk along to the platforms here and you'll find a storage unit full to bursting with delectable delights. Help yourself to anything you like.
Okay. Please tell me they're not all carrots. That's all I want to ask. I think we go up here? I think. Where am I going? It's back here, or... I don't know where I'm going! This is nuts! Guessing up these stairs. They're huge! I mean, I get the whole thing about the size, but... this is not going to be easy for people to get up here. Like, the elderly or, like, children. Like, how are they going to get up here? Storage crate. Blasting way. I hate to know why they call them that. They're all carrots. You open the storage unit and find a rainbow-colored assortment of carrots. Okay. Unassuming orange carrot, peculiar-looking blue carrots, a vibrant yellow carrot, and ominous crimson carrots. Take a moment to reconsider. Let's try the blue carrot. Blue variety is strangely subtle to the touch and smells vaguely of mint. In excess length and girth only adds to the dubious of the so-called carrots. Why not? I'm trying it! I mean, blue stuff in games usually turns out good, right? On second thought, you elect to simply take an obscenely large carrot for now. Due to its bizarre qualities, it would be prudent to ask Cooking Way whether it's safe to eat first. Okay, so we're just taking the carrot with us. It's huge. This is so weird.
So did any of our selections set your mouth to watering?
Even Vieira would like to swoon at the sight of so grand a carrot.
Yes, a fine choice. One of my personal favorites, actually. Please dig in. I'm eager to hear what you think.
Okay, but if I die, it's gonna be on your head. Okay, obscenely large carrots. With great trepidation, you take a bite out of the carrot. You're taken by surprise when the blue juices burst forth from the carrot and dribble down your chin. As you take your second bite, you can feel your mental faculties sharpening. Your mind opens to the universe, and for a brief moment, the mysteries of existence are simple, transformative truths. But the revelation is fleeting, and then you at last finish the carrot. A sweet yet sour aftertaste lingers on your tongue, yet the number 42 lingers in your mind. What? This is nuts.
What did you think? Unlike anything you've ever tasted, yes?
To be honest, I'm kind of curious to know what it would taste like for real.
The philosopher's carrot improves mental fortitude, something of a shock at first bite, but it's well worth the enhanced powers of cognition.
Interesting. I know some people who would be fascinated by that.
We have plenty of other varieties too. Bleeding carrots to improve blood flow, dream carrots to help with sleep. So you see, we have a carrot for every occasion.
These carrots are extraordinary, but I'm starting to see some demand in Charlian.
Charlian? What in blazes is that?
Yeah, what do they do if someone can't eat carrots? I take it you two had a wide assortment of carrots to choose from and not else? If I may ask, what exactly did these collaborators share with you about cuisine on Etheris? Surely you are aware that we have abundance of dishes and foods you could emulate.
Of course we are, but it was only quite recently that we established contact. Even holding a conversation with a struggle at first, so imagine our surprise when they sent a mountain of books and documents with no clear instructions. The sheer amount of information was overwhelming. If it wasn't for that encyclopedia I found, we would have been at a loss where to begin. And so we decided, rather than divide our resources to prepare a variety of meddling and potentially unsatisfying meals, it would be more efficient to devote our efforts to the production of a single perfect food.
That's all well and good, but man can't live on raw carrots alone. Have you considered cooking them?
You mean steaming, boiling, roasting, and the like? I suppose we could prepare the carrots in other ways. But our primary concern was efficiency, and what more effective than sinking your teeth into a carrot fresh from production?
Rather a strange approach to take for one named Cooking Way, isn't it?
Well, technically speaking, Cooking Way isn't my given name. When first created, we were all named in the old tongue, you know, that otherwise impenetrable, powerless the Watcher speaks. After we received a great tome of words, a dictionary that is, from our collaborators, we learned your language. Adverbs, gerunds, present, continuous and verb conjunctions, just the basics. When we found the terms related to our given task, we used them to form new names. Aren't they helpful?
No, not really, but it does explain a great deal. Wherefore didst thou, kind, deem such a change necessary?
When the rest of your people arrive, we want to be certain they understand immediately what each of us does. You'd never be able to pronounce our original names anyway.
Interesting. I see. I hope our critiques, such as they are, were helpful to you. Though it should be decided to preserve flora and fauna from Aetheris as well, you would be able to offer the passengers a more balanced diet. Until such a day, when I pray comes sooner than later, it would appear there is naught but carrots on the menu. Oh no! That's terrible! Oh, I mean, I like carrots personally, but I cannot imagine the rest of my life living off nothing but carrots. That would be hell. Okay, so let's see what else. What do you guys have to say? I hate to admit it, but I did rather like the carrots. Well, I'm sure the Loppereds would hop at the chance to expand upon carrots in exhaustive details. Perhaps it's time we moved on. I get the feeling he doesn't like carrots. Style the hero. Living Weight is eager to show you more of the moon's wonders.
I think we have all our fill of carrots for now. Let's move on to other necessities, shall we? Our clothing production is sure to impress. This way!
Oh, this is gonna be good. I can tell right away this is gonna be good. Now, with all these facilities, it wouldn't be too hard to bring some regular plants and things back with us, like, from Aetheris, you know? So it might take a little while, but we can definitely start branching out to anything other than carrots. You know, for names such as Supporter and Caretaker, you guys aren't really being very supporting lately. You're just attacking us. Do you suppose the clothes they prepare will be as grossly oversized as the carrots? Oh no, I didn't think of that!
Here we are, the apparel production station. I wasn't meant to talk to you just yet. We've chosen to employ more traditional methods for this task, creation magics. Heidelin, in her infinite wisdom, blessed us with the self-sim affinity for magic her people possess. We have other amazing talents, of course, and I know you're dying to hear about them, but I will regale you with the details later. That said, we did run into a spot of trouble at first. Our magic alone was not sufficient to see our work done. In the end, we discovered crystallized ether was a wonderful catalyst that could provide us with the extra V's we need.
My, how resourceful.
Ah, the sweet sound of recognition. You will also be impressed to hear we've read all about your habit of changing attire to match your chosen professions, for the sake of efficiency, I presume. This has also been taken into account with our designs. But why take my word for it when you can simply try on our clothes? Make yourself known to the workers and they will see to the rest.
I am scared. What are they gonna have us wearing? Like, I can just somehow picture us wearing those rabbit costumes. Like, I can't be the only one who's thinking that. Like, they're gonna dress us up like giant bunnies. So far, I'm loving the moon. I love these quests. They are just killing me. Which is a good thing, because we definitely needed, like, a bit more humor after Garlemald. That was a nightmare. Okay.
Ah! It's you, one of the visitors from Aetheris. Goodness me, Mappingway wasn't kidding. You really are smaller than the Watcher. All right, you're here to try on a set of clothes, yes? What would you have for me fashioned for you today?
Embodies my bloodlust. Something simple but fashionable. Yeah, let's be reasonable here.
Simple and functional. Right. Okay, this will take just a moment.
Okay. I mean, I've seen worse.
Here we are, all finished. A perfect fit if I do say so myself. Nothing too billowy or frilly as you can see, also light and durable, sure to serve you well wherever your travels might take you. Would you look at that? Speechless! And here I thought you may not like it. If you've a mind to try something else, why not speak with my fellow artisans? I'm sure they'll be happy to oblige.
You must continue wearing these garments in order to progress. Oh my god, really? Okay, we moved too far away, blah blah blah. We can come back here to restore the garment. It's just so stupid. But again, I have seen much worse. I can't wait to see what the others are wearing. I'm sure they're wearing something weird. Oh, just go away. I'm not hurting you. Jeez, you're supposed to be helping me, right?
No one said you'd be coming. How can I help you? You wish to try my clothes? Really? Of course, it'd be my honor. Did you have anything in mind?
You know what? Why not? Surprise me!
I think I can handle that. Let's see. This should do.
Oh, I think it would be hilarious if we're suddenly wearing something spectacular. That's something we would not be expecting. Well,
Some of my best work yet.
okay.
It's a relatively new concept incorporating an idea that's never been tried with clothing before.
I can see why.
Fragrance, can you smell the carrots? Ah, simply divine.
So you mean we smell like carrots now?
I was worried how the concept would turn out when put to the proof. It looks stunning on you. Once you go and show Livingway, I'm sure she's eager to see what we've come up with.
Oh, God. I can see why they never came up with this design.
For fresh set, here you go.
Maybe I should. I have a feeling it doesn't matter what I would have said, it would have been the same outfit. I mean, I appreciate all the hard work that they went into making all of this stuff for us. I really do appreciate it, but oh, I have no idea what to say.
Hi, don't we look splendid? Result of much trial and error, but I know quality work when I see it. Shh, you needn't speak. I can see your adoration for the moon and we loporeds in your eyes. No doubt your friends feel the same, having sampled our creations.
Oh no, I'm scared. This is gonna be great, I want to see. Well, sorry, I kept you waiting. He insisted we sample all of their concepts if we returned. Veritably, it's an ensemble most becoming. Do you like it, Oriange? Really? They're speechless. I think it's past time we return these clothes. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh.
I was so confident our garments would meet with your approval. Whatever are we doing wrong? The Watcher taught us that in his time everyone wore the same robes. To do otherwise was against social etiquette. We thought we could appeal to modern taste by tailoring the robes to specific professions, but...
Please, you mustn't be so hard on yourself. Should we resort to evacuating the people of Aetheris, they will most certainly have need of your attire. 'Tis clear you spared no effort in addressing our needs, but you must understand that we are not quite so... homogeneous. Speaking for myself, what I wear now better suits my taste, even if it's of inferior make. But there are others whose choices may be influenced by traditions or personal experience. Rather than make assumptions for the whole, you must consider the individual and their potential preferences.
I fear we've underestimated the complexity and diversity of your people. Even if we memorized every tome we received, I doubt we have fared much better.
Maybe
we're doing you a disservice trying to shower you with our baubles and frippery, thinking it was for your benefit when you'd be better off on your own.
there are some who might agree, people who prefer to keep others at arm's length, even when they know they shouldn't. As one such former fool, I'd like to ask you a question. This plan to evacuate and escape the final days, did it account for the reflections of the source as well? Ooh, I didn't think about that.
Not that I'm aware of. We were born of Heidelin's love for Aetheris, and the salvation of the people on that star, and that star alone has ever been our aim. Surely it's better to devote ourselves to saving one world than to divide our efforts across 14 and risk failing them all.
I suppose you're right. Well, that's going to be hard for him. Living Way, might we have leave to explore Bestway Borough unattended? You've given us much to think about.
Why, certainly.
Until later, then. If I may, I should like to accompany thee a while longer.
Really? I mean, you're more than welcome to. There was actually something I wished to speak with you about. Let us be off then, shall we?
Okay, that took a rather grim tone very quickly. I was enjoying myself, and now it's all sad. Oh, he's another cute one. Well, of course they're all cute. They all look the same. Okay. How can we help you, little guy?
My apologies. I wasn't trying to spy or anything. Everyone's been talking about the visitors from Aetheris, and I wanted to see what the fuss was all about. I was excited at first, but now I'm worried. What if the people of Aetheris refuse to come? What if we can't save them? Oh, it's clear we made a mess of things. Oh, but wait! You still haven't visited the domiciles. Once you see them, you'll understand how wonderful the moon truly is. I'm sure of it. I'll be waiting for you by the teleporter near the entrance. Oh, and the name's Growing Way, by the way. See you soon.
So I'm guessing he's part of the crew that raises that grows the carrots? I'm guessing. Yeah, let's go ahead and see what the domiciles are. Apparently that's where we'll be living if we have to live here. I know I could have just flown there, but it's just such a long way. But you know something, and I truly believe this is what happens when you don't have any Hildebrand quest lines. The developers have to get their humor out somehow. And this is what we get. Okay, but I do hope that we get some more humor here. I could really use some. That was great.
You're here, you're really here. Thank you so much. Sorry, what should I call you? Claire Faye, eh? Crikey, even your names are amazing. Well, Claire, we'll be using this teleporter to enter the residential area. Whenever you're ready.
Wait a minute. Wasn't the incident? Wasn't the someone working on that? I just realized that.
Ready in the teleporter.
Oh, I was not expecting that voice. Oh no. What's going on now?
Huh? Access to living quarters restricted due to reconstruction. Then where is it? Oh no!
Oh no, where are we going? Someplace we're not supposed to be, I'm guessing. Doesn't look like we went far.
A private audience, as thou didst request, for reasons I know not.
Oriange.
Just a precaution. I'd rather I didn't have to ask the question at all, but I take my responsibilities very, very seriously. Do you and your friends, by any chance, find our accommodation wanting? Be honest, brutally even.
'Twould be ungracious of me to belittle the efforts of thee and thine.
Lovely sentiment, really. But the disappointment is writ plain on your comrades' faces. It's all the more frustrating since no one will come out and say what they find wanting. If there are faults in our work, we need to know. We can, we will do better. But time is not on our side. The final days will wait for no one. If your people are to be saved, we must take quick and decisive action. This vessel must serve as a home for as many passengers as possible, for far longer than we may like. Which brings me to my request. Our collaborators on Atheris are doing what they can to prepare for the voyage. Would you be willing to go and lend them a hand? Having seen the moon for yourself, you could speak to its many splendors, learn what else they might require, and assuage whatever concerns they have.
Wherefore wouldst thou entrust me with such a task?
How to put it? You're the only one who appears not to be wholly unsatisfied with our work. Or quite good at pretending that's the case, at least. Calm, collected, tactful to a fault. Very particular with your words, too. You understand that, in the face of great danger, one cannot pursue perfection at the expense of practicality. The difficult choices must often be made for the greater good.
And so fate doth conspire to set my feet upon this path once more.
Oh, poor guy.
Come again?
Ah, idle musings. 'Tis no trifle thou dost ask, yet full well do I understand the urgency and necessity.
Oh, dear me! Dear me! I was terribly sorry for the mix-up. It's a bit of a malfunction. I hadn't realized the residential quarters were inaccessible, you see. But you're still in one piece. So, all's well that ends well, yes? Won't happen again. I promise.
Can't be mad at him, but we missed what he was gonna say. I'm more surprised they didn't hear him. Okay, Oriange, please don't backstab us again. I mean, once was bad enough. Twice, I could have killed you. Here, don't do something stupid.
Gosh, that was embarrassing. I promise to be more careful from now on. Since the residential quarters are closed for now, I've rerouted the teleporter to allow travel between floors instead. Hopefully it proves useful in the meantime. A shame you couldn't see it, though. You really would have liked it.
Well, it's gonna be easier getting from the lower to the upper levels now. Okay. Yeah, so we can really travel. That's great. So what's next? All's veil that ends veil. Runaway is keen to put his recent mishap behind us.
May not seem like it, but we've been planning for this far longer than I care to admit. Each time we woke up, we had long discussions about how to save as many of you as we can. Felt like everyone had an opinion on this or that. The one thing we all agreed upon was that the people of Aetheris wouldn't take action to save themselves until it was far too late.
What?
That's why we're striving to make the moon a vibrant, magical place they'd hop at the chance to visit, rather than waiting for the flames of oblivion to get them off their tails and force them to accept our invitations. The residential quarters may not be up to the necessary standard just yet, but there are plenty of other places worth seeing. You've already had a look around the Caratorium, but wait until you see what's waiting for you at the east end of the borough. Follow me!
Okay, I'm worried now. But hey, if it brings more humor, which we desperately need again, I'm all for it. I really do hope, though, that they put in more Hildebrand quest lines for this expansion. If we don't see it by 6.1, I shall be crushed. Because I miss Hildebrand. Yeah. And that's another thing about this place. Safety. Because, look, we have these giant gaps. Imagine, like, if a little kid just leaned too far over the edge. Okay, and they're not us. They would not survive that fall.
Good, you're here. Through this door is the greatest Ends Veil. It was named as such because it was the veil to ends all veils. The most beautiful forest you'll ever see.
Ooh, you have a forest up here.
We understand the people of Aetheris enjoy taking leisurely walks through natural places and the like, so I'm sure you'll enjoy it.
I can't wait.
How about we start with a nice stroll to the fountain? This way!
So they keep talking about, you know, especially everything with those carrots. I can't help but wonder if it's the Forum who is their collaborators. I can't think of anyone else it would be. And okay, discover new location. And this is a forest? I was kind of expecting more trees. Are those the trees? Okay. What do I say to that? I guess they never seen a real tree before. I mean, this is a beautiful place, make no doubt about it, but I cannot see myself living here for too long. This would drive me nuts. Like all these bright lights and everything. Oh man, if the people of Gridania had to come here, they would just lose their minds. They could not handle it. Ugh.
So, what do you think of the forest? Isn't it positively pleasant? Simply sublime?
I don't want to be rude, but I didn't see any... Wait, you don't mean those crystals out there, or... I mean, that's the nicest kind of answer we've got, so...
Right you are. Our forest is made of crystals and constructs, dotting the landscape as far as the eye can see. Building this place was a challenge, let me tell you. Since we were born here, we'd never seen trees in person before, let alone a forest. The information sent by your collaborators was quite enlightening, but after much deliberation, we decided to use crystalline constructs in place of living trees. And thanks to the atmospheric circulation system, this place produces air as clean as that you'll find on the forest on Aetheris. The fountain here behind us, powered by a rather large crystal adorned at its top, plays a vital role in supplying us with fresh water. Much time and effort was spent making it the most spherical of spheres, and I dare say its unparalleled roundness speaks for itself. Yes, it is very impressive. I enjoy nothing more than a nice long stretch and a spot of relaxation whenever I come up here. You look like you could do with a stretch yourself.
I mean, it's not very relaxing for me, but I don't want to be rude to these little guys. Like, they're enthusiastic and they really do want to help. And I appreciate it.
That's the spirit. I feel more relaxed simply watching you. Sight worth the many years spent building this place.
Oh.
If it's not too much to ask, it's always been a dream of mine to take a walk through this forest with someone from Aetheris. Could we maybe...
Well, you want to go for a walk? Okay.
You will? Oh, be still my quivering whiskers!
Okay, now Growing Way is accompanying us. Great, let's go.
So, let's see. Nothing like a relaxing stroll to forget one's worries, eh?
We don't even have regular grass here. It's just tiles. I would... I could not survive here. I really don't think I could. Again, they could definitely make improvements later on, but... Yeah.
I was thinking, Claire, that I could be more helpful to you by teaching you a little bit about the moon and what it is we do.
Yeah, that might work.
When we were first created, the moon's sole purpose was to hold Zodiark, and there was absolutely nothing to be found here. Eventually, Heidelin gave us our first task: furnish the moon with propulsion systems capable of facilitating travel to other stars. Sounds impressive, and I suppose in some respects it is, but it was only possible thanks to all the knowledge Heidelin shared with us. We also had a lot of time to get it done. 6,000 years, give or take. Wow. But anyway, let's keep going.
That's interesting, because if it's only been about 6,000 years... Huh. Sorry, I'm kind of just dazed here. Wonder what they were doing during the first 6,000 years.
This may come as a surprise, but we didn't really begin building the habitable areas until after the propulsive system was ready. Considering how long it took, I wish we started sooner. No, who would have thought we would need 4,000 years to make all this? Certainly wasn't work you dare rush either. We had to create infrastructure and countless supporting systems, some of which wouldn't even be operational until hundreds of years later. And then there was that brief period when our productivity came to a screeching halt, when that bizarre red satellite was sent up from Aetheris, the Allagun's mischief, I think.
Oh, Dalamud!
We thought maybe some new nefarious actor was colluding with Zodiark. All we could do was stand by and brace ourselves for the worst. I can't tell you how relieved we were when Heidelin informed us of its destruction. Oh yes, there was much joyous humming that day. Nothing like a relaxing stroll to forget one's worries.
So you guys are able to communicate with Heidelin a lot more often than we are. So if that's the case, do you think we can talk with her right now? I mean, is that possible?
Say, do you notice anything peculiar about the treetops? I mean, apart from the fact that they're massive crystals and not trees. I'll give you a hint. It's the golden rings emanated from the glowing spheres. Along with the device fixed near the ceiling, they fulfill a similar role to our sun, and do so better even. The sun and similar celestial objects in the great expanse radiate energy that is harmful to your bodies. These rings shield you from that energy while allowing you to bathe in the perfect amount of sunlight, or rather a close approximation of it. Pretty impressive, wouldn't you say? Oh, and if you look closely, you'll see different types of trees have ever so slightly different curvatures. Yes, indeed, this forest truly is the greatest.
You're never gonna talk me into believing that, buddy. I'm sorry. I appreciate the hard work, but... like Thinkrid said, man can't live off carrots alone, and man can't live off crystal trees alone.
There was something else I wanted to tell you about. Oh right. The propulsion systems and habitat facilities were completed around 2,000 years ago, and with that the most important features were fit for purpose. Which was all well and good, except we knew absolutely nothing about the present-day people of Aetheris. Why not go and visit Aetheris yourself, you might ask? It's strictly forbidden. Were our technology or knowledge of the moon's true purpose exploited for our evil ends, the result could be disastrous. You know, that's a good point. Then there was a few more rejoinings, and it became increasingly difficult to converse with Heidelin. Before we might lose the ability to communicate with her altogether, we beseeched her to find people on Aetheris we could trust to help. We were quite fortunate everything worked out as it did.
Interesting. So Heidelin was able to communicate with the people of Aetheris, and that's how their collaborators became their collaborators. Which is all the more reason to think it was Charlian. So it has to be Charlian.
With the exception of routine inspections and maintenance, we remained asleep and waited, hopeful Heidelin would find someone who would help us. Eventually she did, and through her power was waning, we were able to speak to them directly for a short time. We shared with them everything we could, including our knowledge of the heavens and the means to travel here to the moon. They certainly didn't waste any time with what we taught them. No more than a few years after that, our collaborators found a means to convey messages and supplies to us from down below. With all the letters, books, and other resources they sent, we learned through enough to start making more meaningful changes to the moon. And now you're here, hopefully enjoying yourself as much as I am.
Well, I am enjoying it, I'm not gonna lie.
I knew you would like the greatest Ensvale, I knew it! Thank you again for coming here, by the way. I know it was just a walk through the forest, but it meant a lot to me.
Maybe we should take him on a walk through a real forest. That might be nice. There you are. I take it you've already received a grand tour? Shame we missed it.
Gorenway, I've been looking all over for you. Oh, is this about the teleporter in the residential area? No, never mind that. We have more pressing matters at hand. I will be calling an emergency meeting shortly, and your attendance is necessary. Really? I can't imagine why you need me there, but if you insist. We won't be away long, so you are all more than welcome to continue looking about the burrow. Now come along, Growingway.
Okay, Rianjay, don't let us down here. Before we arrive, you seem to be in the midst of a rousing conversation with your guide. Did you learn anything of import? Yeah, just mostly how the moon works. They spent 12,000 years preparing for this? With the appointed hour fast approaching, I can certainly understand their restlessness, but still. It remains to be seen if the people can be persuaded to evacuate when there are yet no signs of the final days. What's more, the technology of this place defies imagination. I doubt there are many who would readily come to terms with living in such surroundings. Whoever these collaborators are, unless they possess of the world's most charming personalities or a means to forcibly evacuate people, they will meet with a great deal of resistance. Indeed, even if faced with annihilation, the decision to forsake all one knows cannot be made lightly. Forgive me, friends, but I must beg your leave. There's another matter which yet begs for mine attention. Urianjai, please! Of course, we can accompany you if you like. Nay, that will not be necessary, if you will excuse me. Urianjai, are we doing this again? Huh, what do you suppose has suddenly tickled his fancy? It's clear now that difficult decisions lie ahead of us. Preparation for the evacuation of Aetheris is indeed crucial, but I am not yet willing to forsake our world and its reflections, and I trust I am not alone in my resistance. Oh no! Come on! How many times did we save the world? I am not going to let that all go to waste. Back to his old tricks. Wonderful. Hey, back to his old tricks. By now, Thinker can tell when his friends are up to something. Yeah, I'm sure you can. Did Urianjay seem strange to you? More than usual, I mean. He just loves poking fun at him. I know that he has a chance for keeping his own counsel, but I'd be lying if I said I wasn't worried. Would you go and see if he's alright? Estola and I will remain here and see what else we can learn about the final days. If you hurry, perhaps you can catch up to him. Well, it wouldn't surprise me this place is big enough. Not only that, we have a mount. So we can catch up to Urianger pretty quick. I'm sorry, I can't get over that music. This music is from Final Fantasy IV, the battle theme. Oh, I love that little touch. I'm guessing that this is the way out. I mean, I would be very, very disappointed in them if they just decide to have Urianger, you know, keep to himself, keep to the shadows after everything that's happened. So I expect more out of Urianger by now. Hopefully it won't take us confronting him and having to beat the sense out of, like, kind of beat the truth out of him. So I wouldn't deny that it would be nice to have maybe like a one-on-one fight with like the Scions every once in a while, you know, just like a friendly little spar. Okay, so he looks like he's leaving. Urianger appears to be heading towards the entrance to Bestway Burrows. Or Bestway Burrow. I'm guessing he's going off to think to himself about what he wants to do. Because after the nightmare that happened back on the first, I don't think he's... I really don't want to see him feel like he has to keep secrets from his friends anymore, because... I mean, Urianger, like... Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. I think that's how it goes. But a third time? I should be very disappointed in you. Okay. Urianger ventures off into Mare Lamentorum for reasons unknown. You must tread carefully, else he might sense your presence. Oh, so we have to sneak up on him? I don't like this. I don't like that. I really don't. Okay, follow Urianger from a safe distance. The objective will fail in failure if you are noticed or if you fall too far behind. Okay, okay, if we have to, we just come back here. I don't like this. I'm guessing we hide behind these? I don't suppose you can help us out, Argos. You know, keep him distracted. Oh, darn! Damn it! Well, where else do we hide? I don't see any other hiding place other than that giant rock. I mean, unless we caught up to him too fast. Yeah, let's go. So I'm guessing hide behind these. Keep us hidden, Argos. Oh, come on, you can see. I moved too fast. I moved too fast. Alright, alright. Patience. Patience is not something I'm known for. I don't like this. I love it when they follow us around, but I don't like when we have to follow them. Okay, so let's just try not to move too fast then. I wonder if we'll be getting Argos' reward, because very rarely do they have, like, let you ride a mount and they don't give it to you eventually. Oop. I get the feeling he knows that he's being followed. Okay. I don't want to get left behind, so... Damn! I thought for sure he wouldn't be able to see us at the bottom! Oh, curse my impatient nature! Okay, third time's the charm. We'll do it this time for sure. At least we better. Otherwise I would lose my mind. Okay. We would not make a good spy. We really would not. It's a good thing we got Thancred to be like the spy for us, or like Yukiri or someone. I don't think these boulders really matter over here, so let's go up here. I mean, we can't be going too far. Ooh, I just realized something. Are we going to be getting like a heart-to-heart with Urianger? I don't think we've ever had those before. At least not with Urianger. Okay, it looks like he's hurrying. Let's hurry up as well. Ooh, Oda. Oh no. Okay, I thought for sure we were screwed there. I don't want to do this again. Please don't make me do this again. Here. Okay. Should be there soon. Okay, we did it! Yay! Duty complete. Yes, thank you. Thank you so much.
Thine arrival is timely as ever.
He knew we were following him. He knew it.
Thou didst chance to overhear my conversation with Livingway, I presume?
Kinda.
'Twas not mine intent to move in shadow. Nevertheless, I have been asked to do that and more yet again. Is it so plain that these strangers could intuit it at a glance? My capacity for silence and secrecy and duplicity? And Grahatir did contrive to deliver the first at the price of his own life. I was complicit in the scheme. A sacrifice averted for a mercy. Would that I could say the same for Menphilia. One life for one world. And by that bloody bargain, brokered by my hand, were the scions robbed of a dear comrade, and Flamine her beloved daughter. Two souls, whose selflessness was beyond measure, whose resolve was unshakable. They would not be moved even had I thought to protest. But protest I did not. Far from it. I pushed them forward. No effort did I make to seek out alternatives, ones that would not demand such terrible costs. That resignation weigheth heavy on my mind, as does the memory of another lost to mine inaction. Dearest Moonbritter, who did face death unflinching, that we might secure a means to bring low the Ascians. In her hour of need, I did naught. Dutiful disciple of Louisoix, ever looking to the greater good.
But you didn't know.
Had I shut mine eyes and bid her live instead, mayhap she would be with us today. Selfish wants, born of everlasting regrets. Most days I put them from my mind, but could think of naught else when asked to swallow the same bitter draught. Subterfuge and sacrifice. Mayhap the right moral choice, but one I regard with great trepidation. The calamity of Amarot was a tragedy beyond reckoning, one which must never again come to pass. Thus must we struggle, haunted by ghosts of those we have lost, clinging to those we pray we can yet save. But what of those we cannot? How do we make peace with the dreadful algebra of necessity?
Have faith in yourself and your decisions. Take heart and protect well those you can.
Sage counsel indeed. I see. Wisdom as befits a great worm. Curious that he should think thee in need of such encouragement. Strange. Scarcely can I remember when last we spoke alone, and so candidly. I thank thee. For all my supposed skill with words, I find it difficult to express such private thoughts. As for the Loporrit's proposition, I will take time and consider how to respond. 'Twould be to our mutual benefit if we could converse more openly with our aspiring caretakers. A concern I should be glad to address on the Scion's behalf. To dispense with all pretense and bare one's heart to another is a frightening thing indeed. But we cannot move forward ere we take that bold first step. A lesson I have learned many times before. And today.
Oh, that's beautiful. That really is. Oh, did not expect
What are
that.
you saying? Curse these ears and that bugger all!
I love Living Way already. I
No
really
matter.
do.
We've got our plans.
Okay, I'm not liking this. It looks like they're plotting something. Perhaps try to force them to stay on the moon against their will. Hopefully it won't resort to that. In truth, my reason for traveling hither was to effect a plan of my own. A plan which may pave a way forward for us all. May, I say, for there's no guarantee of success. 'Tis the reason I set out alone. That failure, should it come, would be mine to bear alone. Didst thou stand up before me with proffered hand and open hearts? 'Twould be remiss of me to refute thy enmity, and so I ask, wouldst thou join in mine endeavor?
Wow, it's not often we get to have a quest with Urianger. I think we'll save that for next time. I'm really looking forward to that, but that was so beautiful. We rarely get like a moment with Urianger, and especially alone like that. And I don't know, it just feels like he was about to drop, because those weren't easy decisions to make. I mean, I know why he made those decisions. I understand them, but he still blames himself for that. So, like, everything like with Minfilia and with Grahatia, all, like, feeling like he betrayed the Scions, which he has done, but it was for the greater good. He carries that guilt with him, because he feels like if he could have done something to maybe change the outcome, especially when it comes to Moonbrita. But, I mean, out of all of them, Moonbrita's death is probably the one he should feel the least guilty about. I mean, I know that they were childhood friends, but it wasn't his fault what happened. I mean, he asked her to come to Eorzea to help them out with finding a way to defeat the Ascians, that's true, but he wasn't the one who let her die. I mean, he didn't even know what was going on until it was too late, so not really much that you can do there. But you just feel like the heaviness. You feel like he was at his breaking point. It just felt that way to me. Like he was really at his breaking point, and he was going to be doing like whatever task this was. I don't know what this is going to do, but probably to try to come to some understanding with the Loporrits and help them see, like, you know, we appreciate all that you're doing, but let us have a chance to try to save the world. Like, give us that one chance to see if we can save the world and we wouldn't have to abandon it. So, because that's the big issue here. It's not the accommodations are terrible. I mean, with some adjustments, they can definitely make changes. It's that you don't want to abandon your home. That's it. That's the main problem here. People are not going to want to leave their home and go to the moon. That is a terrifying idea. But I think that's it for right now. Thank you for letting me rant on. It's getting really good. I'm enjoying the moon here. I mean, I love this episode so much right now. And I don't know how it's going to end, but yeah, we're going to be facing up with the final days, or the effects of the final days, pretty soon, and I'm kind of worried about that. But yeah, that's going to be it for right now. This is Fantasy Girl signing out, and thank you so much for watching.